We are on book two. It's the beginning of a series, Diary of a Mohican Kid, Secret Agenda by Nicholas Ryan Bruce, book two. So, if you've already seen the last book, sorry about that, make sure you go check it out because this podcast slash audiobook series is amazing to say the least. Now, I know I didn't really get a lot of views, so for people who haven't subscribed or viewed my videos or whatnot, please go make sure to do so because time's ticking and we got to get this thing on the run. So, yeah. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. And now let's begin. And I said subscribe 2 times, but it's okay because we're beginning a new series, a new start. So, welcome to my own beginning of this series over Diary of a Mohican Kid. Since I've explained those true events from book 1 titled The Mustang's Chaos, it's been cooling down for a couple days now. So, while I'm still leaning towards future past, I would like to address my personal persona, kind of how every true story or slash movie begins. Book 1 really tested a lot of Mohican's bizarre events, reassuring that this next step goes above and beyond more explaining to be done. Tons of extra insight, new characters being introduced, tons of more cliffhangers yet coming soon, and taking my next installment for show. Because at Mohican, we don't lean on walls. Sincerely, Nicholas Ryan Bruce. Enjoy! April 29th, 2023, Saturday night. On some days, I've always felt kind of becoming more mature these recent past struggles. Things have taken another turn for suspense just because now Mr. Keener isn't available during Miss Hunter's night shift, which stinks. Why? Of course it's obvious, Miss Mac. She's revealed to be tripping over stupid shit like how this morning or in medication line randomly tested to above Miss Mac's true reality as we know it. Before she came close about my meaningful dictionary, her taste described self-hatred over collateral dictionary in 11th edition titled Combined as One Name. So, I'm telling you, it's kind of selfish to be petty once again, using Mr. Johnson's caring heart barely. I do feel really bad sometimes for our ex-leader. Just watching Mr. Johnson looking depressed while giving his good old slushies handed over makes myself feel sad. Overall, Saturday's basketball tournament failed once more, heartily thinking these Mustangs proved strength, bravery, and finance. Sorry about that. The last time we were fired began since Thursday's backlash, having Diombre come steal the show from others. But once again, Diombre lost his privileges just like that. Poof. So why can't Braden, Matt, and Skylar do what's right? Matt had loosely aimed. Skylar, no offense, couldn't wail correctly. And Braden quickly acted weak as another losing attempt to win. This just comes to show on who's better described active in Coach Wilson's 3v3 match, although Diombre still should have been there to lead these low professional peers. Besides how we lost against better athletes during my time sitting inside Mohican Cedar, we watched an apocalyptical film, and it was like a sci-fi adventure, I guess, with Tom Cruise himself getting me on the edge of my seat. I don't know, whichever way you describe it as. Instead, though, I realized that these aliens look super awful in CGI, but I'm guessing this film was made back from 2005. It's even said at the end of Amazon Prime's rating showing up during the Gladiators projector. Honestly, I could have made such a better movie in terms of enterprise in itself. First, all I need to do is hire a scriptwriter. Second, I'm going to be the one directing this vision throughout technology. And third, after getting decent actors on set to play certain roles and finishing those last set piecements, the CGI will be paid long enough to start this marketing campaign, deciding whether box office predictions are decent as positive or even negative, depending on whichever way you go, it'll be for sure. The rest of us had a peaceful 4 to 5 hours max. Then I want to clarify something shocking. It's never quiet unless you make it happen. Besides, after things took hardcore a couple or few nights ago, I would have rather AWOL'd just like Lavelle, except I began thinking straightforward like him, because if he's stupid and he wanted to AWOL like that, why be just like him if he's the one doing stupid shit in general? Chapter 1, Sunday. Being waked up by Miss Madden 1 is totally fine, but going back to my retiring or my literally the most tiring medication in the whole world has its everyday cycle, which gets annoying. When I was about 7, my mother forced me to take this white circle pill, who my mom explained tastes like candy. Who's ever behind all this shenanigans, I gotta admit right now, on a daily basis, please stop your mess. Except that if he/she came for another bitch slap across the face, just saying. The more years go by, the harder it is to control popping pills. I even sometimes choose whether or not pills may transform into an easy target. Around every Sunday, the Mustangs work on cleaning through through our rec room, even though or either one of those peers decides to nothing at all, or depending for higher phases job is completed, some people must take accountability day and night. Instead, my brain starts shutting down, leading Chris ahead and minus all my loosely strength pissing protocols. Chris asked me to stop standing and begin chores mountain back style. What my problem is with sweeping lately contributes many ant holes beneath those baggy boards. It's hardly any fun when you got a pile circled up loads with ant phobia syndrome. Basically, while an ant speeds like the slowest in history, making myself feel okay about killing ants' territory doesn't depend on God's creatures, it only decides upon itself. I just hate it whether my father never realizes to visiting me or realize it because we got family visitation at 1 p.m. every Sunday, and I'm a little bit doubting my own dad has close advantage returning like Superman. If it's like my mom, luckily her stay became worth every penny overall. I remember when me and dad talked last time ended off pretty long. My father drove me nuts while using Boyz II Men's telephone down inside Brittany's office. Scotty kept getting annoyed as well, so it took a lot to take in all of the above. After telling my dad I'll call him later, I completely ignored dad since then, but Gigi tried warning me about ignoring my own father and putting guilt inside for locking past trauma between sidestep PSD couldn't harm myself even more, right? Now it totally did, for the PTSD wise. Because now that I haven't heard from dad since 5 to 6 months ago, where is he? Can he return today? And has my father realized about our belief system chemistry? Unfortunately, I discovered dad wasn't coming today. And even later after that, by the time I called Laura, aka my father's wife, she wasn't picking up. I figure Laura Jarvis must have been tight on scheduled nursing during weekends because even if my father would have rather talked again, I'm 100% convinced he's got errands to run, although dad might instead begin talking otherwise. I've pretty much given up for the most part, sadly enough. My life hasn't been easy since living in California was beautiful left and right. But while dad decides to go the more tough love type, a lot's been happening before chaos struck in 2022. You see, I'd had close friends in my neighborhood since 2021, consuming our name from where I came from goes by the title Clay Street. And even before 2021 and 2020's COVID-19 pandemic, my mother's ass wiper Beyonce had too many fish to fry. We went cross country around Massachusetts to California. We used our money for special purposes only us family members needed. Once summertime passed, the dust finally settled, forcing these falling walls for closing in and repairing its chances altogether. Sorry for repeating that twice. First time moving into Clay Street really had many mysterious sightings unsolved, changing winds hard luck at total joy. My first round inside Shasta Lake Middle School began smoothly like peas and carrots. It was even my first time meeting Caleb Johnson and Coda B. Not gonna lie, but instead of just meeting each other, we caught up fast. During staying on my block, Jasmine and Jaden, including the other Jaden, walked towards me. When I asked them a simple question by waving like thin air, do you girls know if Caleb lives here by any chance? So they knew where he was at. I'm just down the street taking a right. Caleb should come back soon, I'm guessing. Look, I know I'm not the sharpest memory maker in the shed, but having decent knowledge is at least giving some credit, just saying. Eventually, Caleb came first, but still trying one way to put these pieces together, struggling because all I really knew by any means can cause serious backlash with past events, no cap. Caleb Johnson kept hanging out with me on these stone stairs, while him revealing that he's a blood game 1 month and a half later really at first shocked myself bad. Caleb explained his reasoning from his gang members who've probably committed murder before. During that night, I acted real stupid by running past other gangsters on my own block. Caleb was really pissed off while trying to keep on a lookout for his other revivals, such as Crips and I suppose 95 and 88's. Caleb's serious tone even started giving me the chills to the point of rethinking this guy began suddenly. I think while around May to June started, Caleb wanted me to join his blood tribe. vibe. He realized that handing over a black and white bandana could have saved me more time. I turned up his deal in return. Luckily, Caleb did not hesitate. He just looked fine with a positive structure. But anyways, once summertime really began, we're soon bounded to collapse with me and him. Spoiler warning, Caleb decides fighting against me is a win-win. So of course, he knocked myself right smack in the middle. I totally blacked out from that over stupid shit, and me and him were through. There's still a lot more storytelling from becoming done in terms of exciting things later down road. I'll be totally honest right now. Alex has decided not to react as much with me personally, only reasoning because Mohican's rules stay here. Orientation phase peers from the same group don't talk to each other unless they give advice in the formal and informal groups. And really honest here, why is this even allowed in Mohican? I'm guessing Ohio has something to do with this, right? If you enjoyed today's first chapter on Diary of Mohican Kid's Secret Agenda, please make sure to hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on Nicholas Bruce Pack 123 on Instagram. Anyways, I must go now because I'm going to speed away at speed live. Somebody watching me. Just playing. But anyways, that was cringe to say the least. And don't get me started on that. But yeah, basically, we're ending this episode off on 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was joking right there too. But anyways, just head out and about because, I'm kind of bored right now, to be honest, and I really haven't ate that much, so I must go order some McDonald's, if you know what I mean, because I don't really know what I'm getting from there. But anyways, yep, this is the end of a chapter, so